Hey folks, welcome to Rage of Demons. It's the free expansion that came out for Sword Coast Legends. Came out a couple weeks ago, but there were some issues with it when it first came out, so I waited until they fixed at least most of the issues. They put out a couple hot fixes and stuff before starting a playthrough of it. I'm one of the few people that actually liked Sword Coast Legends. I recognize it was a pretty mediocre RPG, but I enjoyed it. So I made a new character. I wasn't going to spend the whole video on character creation this time, but there she is. Yana the darkest dark skin. I gave her the darkest skin color possible and the white hair. I like the dark skin, white hair combo. I think it looks badass. And also the dark because she's a tiefling, and also because I made her lawful evil. She's given into her demon side, and yeah. So let's just jump in and let's do this. You have had many sleepless nights in recent days, and you began taking extra watches to help pass the hours. On this night, the world seems still. The message calls you to a place called the Wretched War, where a guild known as the Golden Feather has taken root. The guild master, Jasmine Kai, asks that you meet her there. She says she has information that could. The next morning you gather your gear and make your way towards the Wretched War. What you might find there is uncertain, but with luck, it'll earn you a good night's sleep. Alright. One thing you'll notice in this playthrough is no music. Why is that? Because I muted it. Why did I do that? Because my Sword Coast Legends videos were getting flagged and copyrighted for the 30-second song snippets in the game. Which, it's their music, but it's in the game, and it's flagging a video, a 40-minute video for 30-second song snippets. Seems like bullshit to me, but I don't really have the patience or will to fight it or anything. So you know what? There's just gonna be no music this time. Deal with it. I'll probably even mute out the music from the cutscenes if I can before I splice together the audio track of the game and the audio track of my microphone track. So sorry about that. It might sound a little weird and dry without the music, but well, what are you gonna do? I don't feel like getting copyright notices. YouTube system actually worked. Song removal system actually worked surprisingly well for this game. So I was able to get rid of those songs, but then it kind of messes up my voice because it's removing the songs from the audio track, which is already spliced together, and makes my voice sound weird and thin. And anyway, that's enough about that. So I'm not going to show you character creation, but I'll show you the character. Warlocks can actually fight a little bit, so I gave her decent strength, dexterity, and constitution, and a giant ass club, so that when somebody gets in close, I'm not afraid to just smash them in the head with a big ass club. Warlock and Tiefling were the two new things added in this expansion, and they're obviously meant to go together because Warlock is a charisma-based class, and Tieflings get a bonus to charisma. So, it's pretty obvious that you were meant to play this game as a Tiefling Warlock. I mean, you can play it any way you want, but... so yeah, and for her abilities, you get this one automatically. I gave her this, which is, I guess, a summonable imp familiar. Or is it a quasit or an imp? I gave her sleep because that spell is insanely useful. Dark One's Blessing, which basically anytime I kill someone, I gain a little bit of temporary hit points. I mean, that's cool and all. I'm not too much worried about that. I got that mainly because of the things that branch off of it. Scorching Ray is okay, but mainly for stuff like this Fire Shield. Hurl Through Hell, which sounds amazing. That's a passive too. At max level, there's a 4% chance that anytime I hit somebody, they're going to get hurled through hell and take massive psychic damage. Which sounds good to me. Those are just my racial buffs. Basically, I take less fire damage. This is an active one, Hellish Rebuke. And I can cover stuff in darkness, which would be more useful if I was a rogue, but cool, I guess. And okay, that's what I got at level 1. Alright, so let's dive right into the game. Alright, I seem to be at that inn, the Wretched War or whatever it was. As I was saying before, if you're gonna have text during a cutscene and you're not gonna have voiceover speak that, I don't know, call me crazy, but maybe leave the text up there long enough for people to read it, or bring up a prompt and let the people make it disappear whenever they want, because I didn't get to read all the story and that was on there nowhere near long enough. Another thing, so this character is level 1. I wonder what would have happened if I had used my character from the original game. Because that character was like level 17 or something when I finished my priest. Would the game have reduced him to level 1? Or would I just start at level 17? And the monsters would just scale to my level? Interesting. Or will something happen very early on that'll boost me up like 15 levels or something? There's a Sunseeker Cleric, Hadaras the Wave Harp, Information Broker, Godruk Black Salt.
I suppose.
Okay, this is a quest giver. Okay. Well, before I speak to this, I gotta love that voice. I gave her the hag voice because it's freaking amazing. All right. Let's talk to some of these people. See if any of them have anything to say. I imagine only the quest giver is really important, but maybe some of these are possible companions. Him probably not, but maybe the cleric. It's always a good idea to have a healing party. That glint, the gleam in the eye. I know your kind adventure. Your story in the Underdark is just beginning. Yes, I intend to plunder some riches. Now, I'm not playing a lawful character as just like, I'm going to murder everyone. Actually, I guess that might be chaotic evil.
If I must.
Like, she's basically just selfish and completely out for herself. Doesn't necessarily want to hurt other people, but doesn't care if she does. Whatever furthers her goals, whether that means stepping on some people or possibly even helping people out. As long as she does it in an orderly fashion and tries to stay within the laws, or at least not try to attract unnecessary attention to herself. Oh, you get a. Oh, I thought I was going to get a cutscene. Glorious sunrise to you, my friend. Are you also heading to Mantle Dareth to bathe in the blood of dismembered demons? I mean, that who isn't, right? That's the spirit. I am Dorotheus, Sunseeker, newly ordained in the illumination of my order. We seek the purge and extermination of all demons. Well then, you're not welcome with me because I have demon blood and you can go ahead and screw off, buddy. I have the honor of traveling into the Underdark for just such a purpose and could hardly contain my excitement. I see. Well, I'd neglect the fact that I have demon blood, but I mean, it should be plainly obvious that I'm a tiefling, horns, tail, just saying. But surely you have your own demons to face. yeah, every time I look in the mirror. And I shall keep you no longer. Slay a few for me, though, will you? Whatever floats your fancy there. Alright. Burning Dawn. I was wondering when you'd show up. How do you know who I am? Because knowing things is what I do. I am Cathairn Aptagern. Goddamn freaking Elvish names. A poet and storyteller from the faraway Moonshae Isles. I am a collector of stories, if you will, and yours is a most interesting one. One would assume you are here to add a new chapter to that legacy. Shouldn't that be H-E-R-E? So you just collect stories? Well, collect and then trade them to the right people. For a fee, of course. But fear not, I ask nothing from you. Just you being here is sure to do wonders for my collection. I mean, I'm a level 1 character. I haven't really done anything yet. Was I supposed to play this after the expansion? Oh man, that's going to be hilarious if I'm running around facing like level 15 and level 16 monsters at level 1. That should end well.
Fine.
I wonder if the monsters in the main campaign level scale. I mean, I assume in the base game, it was kind of set up so characters would be enemy characters would be the appropriate level anyway, so they didn't really have to scale. But I wonder if I wind up facing like a level 2 dragon or something. That would be both sad and hilarious. Seamus Ebendark. Oh, another tiefling. Heading to Mantle Dareth. Allow me to introduce myself. Seamus Ebendark, at your service. Yes, how'd you know? Call it a gift. I actually have business in the outpost myself. Word on the street is that they've had some demon trouble down there. A subject in which I am very interested. Well, yes, you're a tiefling too, so yeah, we share that. We'll talk more later. For now, just know that I am very interested in any artifacts containing the essence of powerful beings. Yeah, like I would hand that over to you. I'm keeping those for myself, buddy. I find any artifacts containing the essence of powerful beings, what I'm going to be doing with them is trying to extract said essence and use it to make myself more powerful. Because why wouldn't I?
I suppose. If you insist.
Retraining dummy. Oh, is this how I level up? no, this is just a respecking thing. Okay. I don't need to respec, I just made this character. My stats are just fine. Okay, before I talk to the quest giver, let's talk to this guy. Godruk Black Salt. Is he a deep dwarf? Looks like it. No, wait. Let me guess. By your garb, I take you as yet another adventurer heading to Mantle Dareth on some new quest. Well, I'm not above lying. I have no qualms with it, but I don't see the benefit of it here, so I'm not going to lie just for the sake of lying. Why, yes, and you are? Someone obviously smarter than you. Godruk Black Salt is the name, and I'm heading to Mantle Dareth to set up shop and fleece suckers like you for every copper piece before you die in disgrace on some failed quest or another. You know what? I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. You're rather honest. I've just seen hundreds of you wannabe heroes come and go. Stars in their eyes and treasures untold of their brain. I've no time for fools. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to start arranging my inventory. Alright, well, that's rather forthright of you there. I appreciate that, thanks. I thought I heard someone out there. Welcome to the Wretched War, or what's left of it. Jez Mikai, founder and captain of the Guild of the Golden Feather. Make yourself comfortable. I believe you and I might just have a friend in common. I've never heard of you. Not for lack of trying. My guildmates and I stopped a demon incursion down south of Daggerford. We held out goblin raids in a small town near Mirabar. And we helped fell that red dragon in Luskin. Though some stuffy knight took all the credit. I founded the Golden Feather as a haven for misfits and people with nowhere else to turn. Former soldier, freed prisoners, and, it turns out, servitors of a recently exterminated guilds. Right, so this game is still assuming I'm Burning Dawn, so I guess I was supposed to play this with the character I finished the base game with. Okay, well, it is what it is. Not long ago, we met a man named Jarek Tannerholt. His guild had recently been attacked by mercenaries, and he was looking for a safe house to hide in, which brought him to me. There seems to be a lot of that going around. Yes, there does, doesn't there? Jarek told me about the attacks on the Burning Dawn. As it happens, I too had been a member of the Dawn a decade ago. I couldn't turn him away. Where is Jarek now? Jarek waited for word from his guild, but none came. When I offered my guildmates a job in the Underdark, Jarek volunteered, thinking it might be safer for him there, which is terrifying when you think about it. Yeah, I mean, Underdark, not the friendliest place ever. Though I suppose, you can get used to it. He had a few of my people packed up and took off for Mantle Dareth, a trade post between Grecosto and Menzo Baranzan. We haven't heard from them since they left. What can you tell me about Mantle Dareth? I don't know much. The job was brought here by Zentarim trade caravans that ferry goods to and from the surface. Mantle Dareth seems to be a place where surface folk can trade with drow, Duergar, and the like in relative safety. Jarek seemed to think that he could hide there. I wasn't so certain of that. You think he's still there? I don't know. Too much could have gone wrong. He could have been captured on the job, or killed in the Mantle Dareth, or eaten by an Umber Hulk. I don't know. It's the Underdark. That's why I'm concerned. I'm asking you to travel to Mantle Dareth and meet with a man called Ustad. Duergar, I think. The job that took Jarek to Mantle Dareth came from him. Have you and your people tried to find Jarek? Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? This is us setting up a search party. Jarek knew a back way to Mantle Dareth, which I'll mark on your map. When you get there, look for Ustad. If anyone knows what's happened to my people, it's him. Well, what's in this for me? You mean besides the chance to save one of the last living members of your guild? Well, adventure, treasure, danger. I'm sure Jarek will let you keep whatever you find while saving his life, if you ask nicely. I've told my guildmates to obey you as they would me, just without the snarky attitude I usually get. That should be at least enough to get you safely to Mantle Dareth. Torm's protection be with you, and to Morris too, for good measure. And thank you. Okay, so
If I must.
I guess I took the job. Alright. I imagine I leave the guild now. Okay. Will I still have my companions from base game, or will there be new ones? Oh, okay. Alright, so the only place to travel on the map, it seems, is Mantle Dareth. Okay, well, that makes that easy. I could go to the Adventurers Camp. Huh? Let's just go there. Well, maybe I should go to the Adventurers Camp. Maybe that way I'll be able to get companions. Oh, this is the Adventurers Camp. Okay, well then. Oh, and they're all gonna be basically their starting level. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm a warlock. I need a healer, but dear God, Lydia. Okay, definitely want Jarhild. I need a fighter. I need shield. I mean, I got a big old club, but I don't want to always. That's a backup weapon. For the most part, I'm gonna be zapping people with Eldritch Blast from afar. But damn it, am I gonna have to take Lydia? Just from a purely class composition, the best choices here would be Jarhild, Larithar, and Lydia. So that way I basically have all my bases covered. I got a wizard, well, warlock, close enough. I got a meat shield. I got a cleric. And I got a rogue. Though I'd much rather have Hamid than Olivia, but then I don't have a healer, which is an issue. I mean, every class generally has a healing skill, but obviously they're nowhere near as good. That's a bummer. I really don't. Screw it. I need a healer. Alright, hopefully they'll introduce some more companions and I can dump Lydia for a different healer. Mantle Dareth. Mantle Dareth is a hidden cave complex where Drow, Duergar, Snurfnerblin, easy for me to say, and surface folk meet to trade. It's a place where old racial hatreds are put aside in the name of commerce and profit. Few know Mantle Dareth's exact location, and its gates are well guarded. Numerous secret doors lead to it from the Dark Lake, known only by the barge. Well, I guess that takes care of getting me to the proper level, I guess. I guess we're all starting at level 3 then, because Jarhild didn't level up. Okay, so let's see.
Need something?
Okay. Let's abilities. 6 points to work with here. Still can't get level 2 Eldritch Blast. Could get Raven People, but wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And it will cost me 1 point. Okay, so that's a paralyze, which both Pact of the Blade creates a pact with the currently held melee weapon. Changing any equipment will momentarily break the bond. While the pact is active, it grants +1 magical bonus to attacks. Okay. Can get that up to +4 and 7 to 9 necrotic. Not bad. Okay, this is an aura, I guess. It's not a passive skill though. Okay, so that's a cold aura. Okay, all this stuff would be great if I was gonna go like sneaky style. Might still get that though. Pack the Blade wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's see what's we got. This is alright, this is all the cold spells like from the Wizard. Upgraded Sleep, yes please. So that's a fear spell. Ooh, immunity, charm, and resistance to psychic damage. I won't be able to get that to level 10, but I think I'm definitely going to want to get that. So at some point I want to pick up Fey Presence. Scorching Ray. Fireball. Okay. Mind affecting damage. Gain +1 intelligence, wisdom saves, plus 20% resistance to psychic damage. Okay, that's not bad. Everett's Black Tentacles. It's a good spell, but I always worry with these kind of spells because of friendly fire. Aha! Oh man, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I freaking love this spell so much. I wonder if it will just basically make the target fall down, or if they'll actually have an animation for the target, like rolling around on the ground and laughing. Because that would be amazing if they did. Okay, so I could get that from either one of these. Dissonant Whispers. Whisper discordant melody that only one creature within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 4 to 18 psychic damage and becomes feared for 6 seconds. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and is not feared. Okay. So from that, I can go to Phantasmal Force. Create them, make them into a thrall. Nice. It lasts for freaking 4 minutes. Okay. Oh, it lasts. Oh, reanimates a killed or a defeated enemy. Okay. Phantasmal Force. Holy smokes, look at that damage if it fails the saving throw. It's only a DC 13 though, so. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's get Pact of the Blade. I can only use this on myself. This would be more useful if I could cast it on other characters too. Like the wizard's magic weapon bow. Oh well. That. Yeah, let's get Scorching Ray. I could use a powerful attack and at max level 21 to 84, not bad. Although I imagine I'm gonna meet a lot of enemies down in the Underdark that are probably resistant to fire. It is what it is. You get the better Dark One's Blessing. Though I'm not. I mostly got this to get the stuff branching up from it though, so. I mean, at the highest level, you gain 20 temporary hit points when landing a killing blow, which is okay, but not spectacular. Now let's get this. This is a passive, gives me better saving throws. Never a bad thing. Oh wow, it costs 3 points. Shit. Can I undo this? Can I unlearn this? No, I can't. I can get it next time I level up, but it'll spend all my points on it. Damn, I didn't know this cost that much. Should have paid more attention. This one only costs 1 point. It will still lead me to Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Still at max level, this gives me 50% resistance to psychic damage. If I'm going to be finding like Olithids or something down there, Mind Flayers, which is very possible, this would be very useful. Although there's that other ability. Touch. Can't wait to get that. Ray of Enfeeblement would be useful. Let's learn that. 1 more point. Can't get that, that costs 2. That's a point there. Okay. Yeah, this sounds good. Let's get that. Alright. So she's all set. Lydia, let's see what she's got. Better Divine Strike, Healing Word. Yeah, her main job is keeping my ass alive. Okay. Plus. Archery. Hunter's Mark useful. It's always good. Target's vulnerable. I think I'm going to get Good Berry. It's not the greatest heal, but it's another heal. So all my other heals are on cooldown. I can cast that. Now I don't have enough points to get this group heal. I'll get that next level. And I'll upgrade her Cure Wounds. Do I want to make him an archer rogue or keep him as a stabby rogue? I think I'm going to keep him as a stabby rogue. Because Lydia's already an archer, and I'll mostly be doing attacks from afar. Though I'm not afraid to smash someone in the face with a giant club. You can have sleep too. You know, you can never have too much sleep. It's such a damn good spell. Two weapon fighting. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Cool. Alright, we'll leave off here and we'll basically start the game proper next time.